As communities and cities find their budgets stretched with each passing year, they're often incapable of fully funding projects on their own. In consideration of limited resources, park and recreation agencies are often called upon to enter into sophisticated financial arrangements with multiple partners in order to build a new park or rehabilitate an existing park or recreation center. Forward-thinking leaders in our industry are tackling this challenge head-on with the goal of creating new places for their residents to enjoy. Recently, NRPA held a gathering of park and rec leaders to discuss how they're financing their projects and brought in experts from around the country to help our leaders understand the motivations of a number of partners.
For Wall Street to want to invest, there's got to be something for them, and obviously there's a financial incentive there. For us on the public side, we've got to make sure that we sell this as sound from a financial and from a sort of revenue standpoint, but also it's got to have a really good public benefit.
Step one is to broaden your awareness and knowledge of what the capital opportunities are, what financing structures might be appropriate, and to engage financing professionals early in dialogue about projects.
Many of the bankers, many of the people who work with Wall Street or on Wall Street to involve them on the front end of a project instead of creating a project and taking it to them and saying, hey, can you fund this?
People bring us a project plan that they feel is fully baked and approved, but when we look at it, we realize very quickly that it's not something that's realistically financeable.
For people like us who need to get these facilities built, you've got to find other sources of revenue. Putting it on the backs of tax dollars doesn't work in Chicago, it doesn't work in New York, and it doesn't work in Madison, Wisconsin. If you're a park director and you're looking to put together a deal or make a major capital expense, the first thing you need to know is, what do you want?
What is it that the city needs or the park district needs from this development? Is it money? Do we need a revenue stream? Or do we need a new recreation activity, a set of soccer fields? And how those uses are going to impact the surrounding neighborhoods.
And so we have to think like business leaders, and we have to understand finance, and we have to understand those terms and speak in the same language.
You need to know what the finances are. You need to take a hard look at what the revenues are going to be, and as well as the offset with the operating and maintenance expenses. The good news is there's fiscal analysts and lawyers in every city that are capable of doing this type of work for you, so you're not in it alone.
Create a small, cohesive negotiating team early in the process from the public agency side. That would include, the park leader, the financial people from the public agency, somebody expert in real estate, an outside financial advisor, and a really good public agency real estate lawyer.
Key thing that I think we as an industry need to focus on when we're talking about public-private partnership financing is making sure that we don't leverage our future too much in light of the current deal.
Don't just take what the developer gives you in terms of their projections about the revenues that will be created, but work with your public agency partners to create your own set of financial books so that you can see what the financial impacts are.
Wall Street is a business, but Wall Street is also about community as well.
There's such a stability that's there in terms of the community that we build, so it makes sense that folks like Wall Street who are interested in sort of long-term investments should be looking at parks and recreation.
So it's a win for our members, who are the Park and Rec people, and of course it's a win for Wall Street investors.